Katie from the Op, and Ross and I are going to do our presentation to show off all of our new hot 2020 items for the year. So we want to go through this not very quickly, but pretty quickly, because we want to be able to take your questions, comments, feedbacks at the end. So I definitely want to make sure we leave enough time for that. So if you can all see my presentation, without further ado, I'm just going to go. So again, welcome. I'm Katie from the Op.
And I'm Ross Thompson.
And we are going to be breaking down the 2020 line. So first, we're going to talk about the Hasbro product we have available, then our puzzles, then move on to the best sellers we've seen so far. And then from there, break down the hot new games for 2020, and then get more information to you guys about our retailer support program and our customer service program, and then leave time for any questions and concerns you guys have. So starting off with the new 2020 Hasbro products. We have a great line of Hasbro items this year, featuring Garbage Pail Kids Monopoly, Breaking Bad Monopoly, Goonies Monopoly, Godzilla Monopoly, Godzilla Jenga, Bob's Burgers Trivial Pursuit, Cup Noodle Yahtzee, SpongeBob Trivial Pursuit, Breaking Bad Trivial Pursuit, and Horror Ultimate Trivial Pursuit, which is actually a full Trivial Pursuit game that comes with the board and the movers with 1,800 questions, which is an expansion on the horror movie Trivial Pursuit we did last year. It is a standalone game. It just expands the category. Moving on, we're going to be discussing our new puzzles. So we have seen puzzle sales skyrocket this year because of the pandemic. So we hope you have too. With that being said, and the popularity of them, we are having some severe restocking issues, getting new product and continuing product back into our line because of staffing issues at our factories. So please keep that in mind when you are trying to order our products, as that stock might be hard to come by for the next couple months. Some of our best sellers for 2020 are the Harley Quinn, the Joker, Scooby-Doo Meddling Kids, Garbage Pail Kids, Naruto, The Shining, Breaking Bad, and then our best-selling puzzle of 2020, The Simpsons Cast of Thousands puzzle. And it's been the best seller because it has 1,000 different characters from the Simpsons, and has just been fantastic for the shelves. So I would definitely talk to your rep about availability and make sure you get pre-orders in so that when my stock does arrive, it'll be shipped to the Alliance warehouses. Moving on, we're going to be breaking down a few of our best sellers so you guys can see what we've seen move really well at retail over the past couple months and what we are expecting to continue to do well through the end of the year. Our brand new Harry Potter House Cup competition game, which we'll get into a little more detail in a few minutes. Like I mentioned, the Simpsons puzzle, a brand new word association game called Hues and Cues, which we'll break down in just a few minutes. Telestrations Upside Drawn, which actually won the Astra Best Toys for Kids Award in the teen game category. We'll break that down soon. Our newest expansion to our Hogwarts battle, the Charms and Potions. Warhammer 40K Risk, which just debuted last week and has been selling fantastic for us. Blank Slate was available last year and continues to be an extremely strong seller. And then Cup Noodle Yahtzee, which is hilarious and just a great item to have on shelves because you don't take it very seriously and it's just a laugh. All right, so now Ross is going to get into more details on our hot new games for 2020.
Hey everyone, here we go. Cool. So exciting games we have here. We have our Coded Chronicles game engine, which has been our escape room style tabletop game. We launched earlier this year with Scooby-Doo. It plays just like an episode. It's been super fun. It's a narrative, very story-driven, kind of one-of-a-kind play, and you only play once through. But for $29.99, it's been a really fun game. We've had a lot of great reviews. People are really enjoying this. And we have another Coded Chronicles game coming out later this year with The Shining.
And if you did notice, there is a how to play video link at the bottom of this page. We will be making this presentation available after our time is up so that you can watch all of these videos. You can also find all of them available on our YouTube page at theop.games.
And as we just mentioned, we have The Shining, Escape from the Overlook Hotel. So with our Coded Chronicles games, they're very thematic and they dive deep into the story. So if you are a fan of the movie or the book, this kind of puts you right in that, and you're playing through the different mystery and you're trying to get out of the hotel. This one is a bit more adult themed, so it has the ages 17 and up. So if you want to play more with your family or sell more to kids and families, the Scooby-Doo one is probably where it's at. But at the same time, with Halloween play coming up and more game nights and everything based there, we're excited to do The Shining. This has been a very successful engine for us so far too, so stay tuned as we do more Coded Chronicles. But we're very excited to have Scooby-Doo and now The Shining. And then jumping right in, we have our licensed dice. These are so cool. I'm excited to get to show these off. So with the op, we love that we get to play around in these different fandom universes with different licenses, and we have a lot at our disposal. And dice are really hot right now too. I'm sure we're all aware with all the different RPGs going on and stuff. So we have classic Batman, Night Before Christmas, The Shining, The Goonies, Golden Girls, Care Bears, Friday the 13th, Beetlejuice, Rick and Morty, Friends, Seinfeld, Scooby-Doo, and the holiday favorite Elf. And then along with that, we love our deluxe versions of things. It's very fun to be able to kind of add and premiere that up. So with Night Before Christmas, it has the Oogie Boogie dice there, and we're going to be putting these in a cool commemorative tin and really make it a nice special gift. Cool, and here we go. We have our Charms and Potions expansion for Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle has been a flagship game for us. It's been doing very well for the last few years that we've had, and we've been able to add some cool expansions to it. This expansion with Charms and Potions adds a 5th player character, so instead of playing with just 4, now you can play with 5. It adds Ginny Weasley. Along with that, it gives new abilities for each game board, so it's got a game board expansion that lets you kind of have more potions and more abilities and other things that make the game and add more to it. It includes 4 new game boxes as well as you're playing in. $34.99. And a cool thing with this expansion as well is you don't need to have the other expansion to play it. So we have the Monster Box of Monsters and now Charms and Potions. But if they have the base game, they can play with just this expansion. They don't need the second one. There we go. Cool. I'm just excited about our games, so you got to deal with my excitement here. But so we have the Batman Who Laughs Rising. So we have the Rising games. You may know them from Thanos Rising or Death Eaters Rising. And we're jumping deep into this DC vibe with the Batman Who Laughs. If you don't know it, it's like the Dark Metal comics series. Very, very cool. DC's playing a lot into it right now. Has to do with the multiverse and all these different things going on. So you're working as different members of the jail as you're going to go through and get different heroes across the multiverse to take out the Batman Who Laughs. The sculpt is super cool. It has the Robin Ghouls on it. It comes fully painted, already put together. These are kind of the iconic things that happen in these Rising games. So being able to have that piece right in the middle, all the cool art around it as you're recruiting different heroes to fight. Of course, it is the special dice that go into it too. So it's a dice engine cooperative game, and it really plays really well. We've been excited to kind of add more to the Rising series. So the Batman Who Laughs is just a great addition to that, and it's coming out in October. Yes, and then our next one, totally on the reverse side of that coin, is SpongeBob SquarePants Plankton Rising. So instead of dark and grim from the Dark Batman universe, here we have Who Lives in a Pineapple Under the Sea, but of course it's SpongeBob. So in this game, you've got SpongeBob, Patrick, Mr. Krabs, and Squidward all working to save the Krabby Patty recipe from being stolen by Plankton. So in a lot of the other games, you're fighting against this big evil to kind of stop it off. But in this one, Plankton's trying to steal the recipe. So there's much more of a Krusty Krab board that's going on, and all the different players that are coming in. You're trying to recruit friends onto your team. You're trying to complete orders for everybody while at the same time stopping Plankton from coming in and stealing that recipe. The piece and the model at the middle of it is just awesome. I wish I had it right here, but it stands up and it's got Plankton on the Krusty Krab or on the Chum Bucket, doing his nice evil maniacal pose and laugh. This one is geared more for kids, so it has ages 8 and up. So the game itself, and with the Rising series, has been challenging and very complicated. This one we've kind of eased up a little bit. Still plenty complicated. I've lost multiple times, but it has that nice playability where you can play with friends and do that. It's nice and bright and feel. We're really excited for this one too. Sweet. So we have our. Oh, there's a ding. What's going on there? Oh, got it. Cool. I'm just going to keep going. So we have our Harry Potter House Cup competition. So at the Op, we love that we can kind of be the home for the Wizarding World on the tabletop. And with that, now we get to introduce this worker placement game for Harry Potter. So you're playing as the different houses, each with 3 different students, and you're sitting in the class. They're going to be learning charms and magic and other abilities as they go forward. And so you're trying to get the most skills you can to complete quests and challenges. As you complete those quests and challenges each round, then you gain points for your house. And one of the really cool things in this game is you can see there with the vials, and they've got these cool little bits. And so each turn you're adding in different points. So 10 points for Gryffindor, 10 points for Hufflepuff as you're adding those in. And kind of as it goes and grows and goes, you got to figure out, who's going to win and do all that. So the game components are fantastic for this one. It's got great replayability, lots of good stuff going on. There is no double door announces Gryffindor wins at the end card. So sorry about those for love the theme. But the gameplay is fantastic. And we've really enjoyed that we can play around with more and provide more variety for Harry Potter games. And then, of course, more Munchkin. We have been really excited to work with Steve Jackson Games. They're a fantastic partner. And making more Munchkin is always great. And so now we have Munchkin Disney. So in this one, you're playing as yourself into the Disney universe, going all across the Disney universe with different characters from all the classic animated movies. So you're going to be playing around, gaining different abilities, fighting off Maleficent and Aladdin we've got there. There's Genie, Hercules, all great movies are kind of packed into this Munchkin Disney. But we've done we've done Disney Codenames before and other Disney games that have been this pan Disney feel. Now we can really bring that magic into the world of Munchkin with this set. We're really excited. It's got a lot of cool cards. Really good for anybody who's a Munchkin fan or a Disney fan. Cool. And then we got Telestrations Upside Drawn. We have been excited to kind of keep exploring how we can make Telestrations more of a party game and create those cool memories. And so with that, we have Upside Drawn. And this is a team game where we're playing together against other teams. One person knows the word, and they'll be guiding me while I have the board. And essentially the person they can tell the person with the pen up or down. So we're trying to group draw a word and guess what's going on. But the person with the board knows, so they'll say up or down, and they're trying to draw. Is it a giraffe? Is it a sunset? Is it an island? Oh my gosh, what is it? So we're all screaming, yelling out different words to get. It's a good, we're all in-person games, maybe not right now. It's one of those things where once we can kind of gather, it's going to be great. But this Upside Drawn game is fantastic. We've really enjoyed playing it in the office when we could. So we're excited to bring this into the Telestrations family. And then Hues and Cues, as Katie said. So if you've been online at all over the last few months, you've probably seen this game being played. It's been a fantastic game for Zoom and for big plays. It kind of fills up that Facebook feed as you're scrolling. So in Hues and Cues, what you're doing is it's a generational game. Everybody can play this game, and it's all about how you associate words with color. So if we're all playing, you have a one-word clue that you have to have somebody guess the square you want. So at the beginning of your round, you'll have a card. It'll have 4 different squares on it. You pick one of those squares. Let's say I have like a red one. I want to guide you to put your cone near that square. So I could say a word like rose or fire truck or apple. And then once everyone's put their cone down, then I'll give a second clue with 2 words. I can't use directional words like upper, lower, lighter, darker. And I can't use primary things. So I couldn't say red but I could say like bright Corvette, or I could say shiny fire truck, or something around those. And then once everybody's gotten closer, then you'll put the score square down over the square. Everybody who's inside gets 2. The person who guessed correctly gets 3. Anybody right outside gets 1. And then the cue giver, everybody gets points for everybody that's inside the square. So what's really cool with this game that I found is it's really neat to see who associates what words with what colors, and what those colors and words mean to you. This has been a good one for lots of families. It's one of those things where this is a new classic board game in my opinion, and it's been really cool to see. So I'm really excited that we get to kind of bring this to the table. And then Risk Warhammer, awesome. I'm a huge Warhammer fan, working on some Games Workshop stuff right now. So we get to have Risk Warhammer 40,000. In the past, we've done Monopoly Warhammer 40K, which has been awesome. And so able to bring the destruction and there is only war in the 40th millennium to Risk has been super cool. It all has all the new factions based off the new 9th edition set. And everybody has their own general, and there's pieces for each of the little soldiers and for the larger tanks and bigger minions there. We're really excited for this game. The models look phenomenal. The map is super cool. So this would be a great box set to put right up next to all your Warhammer you have on the shelf. And anybody that knows Risk and Warhammer, it's a great way to play and enjoy that Warhammer 40,000 universe. And then this is super cool. So earlier this year, we announced our partnership with AEG to do a licensed smash up. It had been teased all year what the plan was, and here we are. Here's kind of that first look at the box top. So we're doing a Marvel smash up. In this set, it's going to have things like Avengers and Hydra, Defenders, Shield, all kinds of cool characters from across the Marvel universe. Marvel's doing really well right now, obviously, as you've seen in your stores. And being able to kind of bring the smash up engine and the smash up world into the Marvel world is great. This works right up alongside any other smash up sets you have, but the game is made to be standalone by its own set. It's just packed full of all kinds of cool cards, heroes, villains, bases, all this great stuff. We're really excited. AEG's been working hand in hand with us on this set, so we're looking forward to really having a fantastic smash up. And then Rubik's, we just keep announcing. So earlier this year, we announced our big partnership with Rubik's Cube. They're celebrating a big anniversary this year. And like our dice, the op has a fantastic catalog of licenses that we can bring to these products. And so we're going to be doing Rubik's Cube with Bob Ross, with Harry Potter, with Kingdom Hearts, Nightmare Before Christmas, Rick and Morty, and SpongeBob, all using cool iconic characters across their puzzle cubes, really making it happen to kind of have that cool moment. And can you solve the cube with your favorite license and fandom? Here we go.
Thank you, Ross. So that was a look at some of our hot products throughout 2020. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me directly or to your Alliance rep. I wanted to take this time to go over our retailer support program. In the past, we've for you to use in your stores, whether it be posters, marks, digital assets, and all that sort of stuff. And we'd like to get some information from you guys on what is working for you in this post-COVID era and what we could do to help best support you through this coming holiday season and then to whatever in-store shopping looks like into 2021. So here's information on what we have sent in the past. We try to send them out once a quarter. We have not sent them out this year for, obvious reasons. Once this presentation is in our Discord channel, you will be able to just click that link and sign up if you have not signed up as well. And again, please drop any suggestions, comments, or concerns in our Discord channel, or you can email me directly. My email is KLOWT as in Tom, HER @USAopoly.com, or hit me on Discord, Facebook, anything. We'd be happy to hear from you and do what is going to work best for you. Another thing I wanted to bring up would be our customer service and sales supports. I know a lot of you have to deal with returns based on a game missing a piece or a card printed incorrectly. And we would like you to send your consumer directly to us. That way you don't have to accept a return, especially if you don't have another piece of that item to exchange it. You can write this number down or have them email us directly, and we will get them whatever they are needing so that you, again, don't have to take that return in your store. And if there's anything, any issues you've come into with this sort of product, I'd love to hear about them as well. If you guys don't tell us what you're dealing with on the consumer level, sometimes we don't know, and we'd like to be able to support you as best as possible. So I believe there's a YouTube channel. If you guys have questions, you go ahead and drop them in. What challenges are you facing in this post-COVID world? What can we do to make things easier, make things better? We'd love to hear it. So please let us know.
Cool. The chat's going away. We've already answered a couple questions. I don't know.
Great.
So we're able to have any questions at all. And as Katie said, please hit us up through her email or online. And I'll be in the Discord chat all day too. So if you want to hang out and just talk about whatever, I'll be in there hanging out. So maybe we can talk games and see how the op can make it work for you guys.
Like I did mention, and I do want to reiterate, unfortunately, we are having some pretty severe stock issues, which I have heard is pretty standard industry rise, unfortunately, because of the virus and because of staffing issues at our factory and procurement issues. So the best thing to do to get our product is to pre-order it. So please contact your Alliance rep and get that stuff on pre-order so that Alliance can get it on pre-order with me, and then I can prioritize your shipments, because it is unfortunately very difficult to get restocks in this year, and we want to be able to make sure you guys get the stock you need so that your customers get the games they want. And I think that's it for us if there's no questions.
When did Escape from the Mystery Mansion release? That's a question we've got on the YouTube. Katie, you want to do that?
Yep, that has been available since May. And it is currently on back order, unfortunately, because of the popularity. So it's a great game. So definitely get it on pre-order. We'll have some stock available again next month.
Cool. I mean, we can just hang out, but we got some more minutes, right?
Yeah.
That sounds great. Exciting. So, Katie, what new games from the op are you excited for?
Well, I like the party game. So Upside Drawn has definitely been my favorite. I am very excited about the first time I can gather with more than 6 people and actually play it. Hues and Cues has been great to do virtually. And then I like Harry Potter House Cup, actually, because I keep winning. And I like
what? We got to play then. Oh, my gosh. We got to play. That'll be good.
So I like competitive games. So being able to play a Harry Potter game competitively has been fun for me.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, we don't have many of those. We have that in Defense, I guess, right? So
Right. Most of them are co-op, which is fun, but I like to win. So I like to play competitive games.
That's good. Awesome. So I'll be in the Discord, and I think the YouTube chat will wrap up once we're done here. So I'm good.
Good. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining.
Later.